As a software engineer, you know how to build. But when it comes to the thought of starting your own business, it may seem extremely daunting at first. Even worse, there's a tough question that you don't even know the answer to. Do you launch a service-based agency, like an AI agency or like an AI consulting firm? Or do you build a scalable SaaS product? Get it wrong, and you could waste months, if not years, chasing the wrong path. But get it right, and you'll unlock predictable income and exponential growth, like I have done with my company, bringing in $500,000 a month. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to choose, or even better, how to combine these models for maximum success in the year 2025. So let's start by first exploring the product-based approach and its promise of scalability. The SaaS has been the go-to model for software entrepreneurs for years. We've seen the Silicon Valley startups and all the crazy valuations. And with its recurring revenue and potential for scalability, it does seem like the perfect choice. But there's a hidden catch. Scaling is easy in theory, but extremely hard in practice when it comes to a SaaS. Imagine launching a SaaS product to help businesses find and organize leads. You're excited because the recurring revenue model promises that you'll have consistent income on a month-to-month basis. But soon, you realize that the market is saturated. There are hundreds of other software doing exactly the same thing as your software. Competitors are actually racing to undercut your prices, or they release similar features and your churn rate starts eating into your profits. So while you have the pros of SaaS with regards to recurring revenue, you'll have reliable income that scales over time. You have some sort of automation, right? You'll have minimal effort to maintain it once it's built, and you'll have a wide enough reach. A single tool can serve thousands, if not millions of customers. There are a few cons that come with it. First and foremost, the competition is quite fierce because features are very easy to replicate in a SaaS environment. And there's also a very high churn risk. Customers leave if they don't see immediate value. And last but not least, there's a pretty hefty upfront investment that most developers need to make, especially when it comes to marketing costs. So while a SaaS is scalable, it doesn't always deliver the high revenue you need, nor is it quite guaranteed. There's a reason that 9 out of 10 every SaaS startups actually fail. And even now, there's been plenty of SaaS tools that haven't been making any money. So that's where the service business model comes into play. Service-based models offer a completely different appeal. They're very high ticket in nature, and they offer personalized value. But scaling this approach, of course, comes with its own challenges. So imagine you're offering, once again, an outreach service. Instead of just selling a tool, you handle everything for your clients. Say you help them find their leads, you help them craft personalized messages, and you manage even the follow-ups with the same exact leads. So the clients love the hands-on approach and the done-for-you type of services, and they'll pay you thousands of dollars for the results if you can actually get them those results. But here's the problem. Your income is directly tied to your time and effort. So scaling means hiring more and more people, managing operations, and dealing with inevitable bottlenecks that a service-based company usually has. So while you have some pros of a service-based business model, such as higher revenue potential with regards to clients paying you more for personalized done-for-you solutions, by high revenue, I mean per client. So you can have, let's say, 10 clients and make $100,000 a month. You can have more customer trust, so less churn, because you can build a relationship with customers and increase loyalty. And you have a clear value structure. Results are pretty easy to measure and demonstrate. But of course, there's some cons that come with a service-based model. First and foremost, it's time intensive. Growth requires more manpower and resources than a SaaS would. And there's also the burnout risk. You're constantly working to maintain results. And of course, there's limited scalability. Revenue grows linearly with your effort, not necessarily exponentially. So how do you solve the scalability problem of services while standing out in the competitive SaaS space? Let me show you how to combine the best of both worlds. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the missing piece. Instead of choosing between product or a service-based model, what if you could combine them? And this hybrid approach actually leverages the scalability of SaaS with the high ticket revenue of services, creating the ultimate win-win strategy. And this exact strategy has what got my business to 7 figures annually. So let's say, for example's sake, you've built a lead generation software. On its own, you usually charge $500 a month, which works fine for smaller businesses. But here's where the actual magic happens. You offer a high-ticket service that uses your SaaS as the core foundation. For example, you could offer a $5,000 a month outreach service where you use your software to find leads, craft personalized messages, and manage campaigns. Now, I said $5,000. In reality, you could charge maybe $50,000, $100,000 for this. And mix in a little bit of AI to enrich the data that you actually scrape from your own software, and now you have a golden goose. So your SaaS actually anchors the price, making the service over here look premium and justifying its high cost. So here's why the hybrid model works so well. First and foremost, it's very scalable. Your SaaS provides recurring revenue while actually automating core tasks. Second, there's a very good price anchor. You position your SaaS as the affordable option compared to the high-ticket service over here. Last but not least, you have a lot of upsell opportunities. You can use the service to showcase the full potential of your SaaS, turning service clients to long-term partners that you can potentially get commission out of. So here's how you implement this specific strategy. Start with a SaaS that solves a very specific problem. So use your code leverage to solve a specific problem and identify complementary services that your SaaS can enable. You bundle the SaaS with a high-ticket, done-for-you service that offers immediate results. The best part about this model is that you can decide how hybrid your model is. Is it 50-50 or more of a 70-30 split? The more split to a service side that you have, the less polished that your SaaS has to be, and it can pretty much be tailored for strictly internal use, which is what my setup looks like. Our SaaS, only we use it at AB Analytics. Our clients don't see it. But if the split is more to a product side, then you can polish your SaaS and have a proper UI and have a few high-ticket service offerings. So think of HubSpot, Salesforce, and these enterprise-level softwares. They all make the majority of the revenue from the service side upsells, not necessarily the monthly subscription. But even with all that, clients aren't just going to magically fall out of the sky. So you need to watch this video next to learn how to properly acquire your first 5 clients. As always, thank you for watching and have a good one.